Hey guys, what's up? I'm here to give you guys a recap on the new episode of World Trigger on Season 2, which is on Episode 8 or Episode 81 of the total number of episodes, you know? I mean, same 3 episodes, and then like 8, 9, 8, 9, 10, 11, and we're up to Episode 8 with Season 2, and yeah, you get like 81 episodes total. Anyways, this episode right here, I thought it was really nice, not too bad, and I'm looking forward to where Tamakoma comes out from here, but the way how it ended it and how it went, it looks like to me there's going to be a bigger advantage for them than possible if there's any shot at it, you know? So if anything else, let's just get this started right away, right here, right now. Okay, me being too much cringe and all, let's go. We have to it that we have some of our characters, we have some of our announcers and commenters having to talk about like Tamaoka's like plan of action, you know, and we have to it that they got a lot of good compliments so far, you know, from Tokieda and then the guy who taught Osamu some bullets here and there. I thought it was really awesome to see how Tamakoma have improved greatly, and that they all gave a lot of like praise of their accomplishments, you know, and that because of those accomplishments with the score they have, you know, they managed to go up to rank. They managed to go up to like number 4 in the ranks, you know, while the other two are most likely stuck or they gotten a little bit lower than where they got. They still lack some. They still have some flaws. Like Katori and Kakizaki, you know, Kakizaki squad, you know, they still move in numbers, and that's the problem. If they targeted Chika from the very start, Tamakoma would not have like won that battle. As for Katori's squad, the captain is the issue here, you know, and she apparently like went all out like a wild beast or something, and that's the reason why her team and herself lost, you know. And we got to know Kakizaki squad are still playing, is still gonna figure out how to figure out some new plans and all that, you know, etc. While Yoko Katori's squad is pretty much upset about the situation, especially the captain wants to quit, but she's not. She was pretty much told by her teammates not to give up, you know. Let's keep trying, you know. Don't go quitting on some situations here and there. And Yoko, you know, Katori feels really upset about this because, you know, she's possibly envy of Tamakoma, not to mention like she doesn't try too hard, or she barely even tries at all, or she doesn't even care much, you know. That's the problem, and that's the reason why they can't just give up, you know. And we have to it, Hyusei gives compliments that they did a nice job too. And we see to it that Osamu Tamakoma squad number 2 ends up getting a celebration, you know, and Hyusei offers that he will join the squad, but he will not give any information about his master. He's not going to snitch him out, you know, that kind of thing. So I understand where he's coming from. There's no denial of that. That's the big thing. We get to know, like, if I remember in Season 1, one of them who apparently is kidnapped and was interrogated, you know, and thanks to Yuma's truth or lie detection side effect, they are able to know and understand that Hyusei is a dog, like, that would not betray his master. He's not that kind of a guy. He's very loyal, and loyalty is a big key thing when it comes to, like, anything else, you know, depending on the situation and where you're at, you know. And we have to it, Hyusei says, I could be your guys' second ace, but, etc. I will not give you any information at all. There were some others, and Hyusei is a veteran soldier. We get to know that he actually criticized Tamakoma's attacks today, even though they won greatly. It's like this: Chika used lead bullets instead of real bullets, and that she could have had a chance to score some points and win, but unfortunately she can't do that. As for the squad entirely, even though you made some support to Kuga Yuma, what will happen if he's out of the game? Obviously you're gonna lose. That's the biggest thing. You rely on Kuga Yuma to like get you guys just your points here and there, and you haven't changed a bit. I could be your guys' second ace, you know, which Hyusei agrees to, and that he wants to go back to his nation, and that's the goal. That's the reason why he wants to join Tamakuma's squad, you know, so they could like get him home and that he could return home. That's his biggest priority, you know, that kind of thing. But we have to it, like I said, Osamu agrees to the condition that he will not have to, that Hyusei will not speak of any information at all, you know, and that this is gonna be difficult, honestly. although like they do have some, they have one neighbor engineer in the border headquarter branch. Unfortunately, this is still going to be a hard spot for them to like try to get Hyusei to get in, you know, because we get to know that we all know the higher ups of border, you know, one of them hates neighbors and that they all should be eliminated, and because you know he is the freaking invasive enemy, or the enemy that invaded border and everything else, that only worsens the situation more, especially when Tamakoma, or Tamakoma, however you want to pronounce the name or branch, is already housing a neighbor that is an enemy, you know, that kind of thing. So we had to, the next day comes about, and of course one of our buddies whatsoever, apparently, who is the chief of Tamakuma's branch whatsoever, he does tell Osamu he can't help out much, but Osamu says he already has it all down, you know. And we had to, Hyusei is introduced to everyone, and they all know what Osamu wants. Osamu wants Hyusei to join Tamakuma's squad, you know, that kind of thing. However, they say, hey man, you understand this guy is the one that freaking attacked us, right? And nearly could have, and he's part of the reason why most of our border agents, C ranks and everything else is all gone right now. You understand that, right? And then we had to, Hyusei says he wants to return home, and that's the only end game goal, which is why he wants to join. But we had to it that one of our main border headquarter leaders, you know, he ends up asking him, are you willing to give us any information involving Afrocrator? But Hyusei's like, no, I am not going to snitch out my master, and I'm going to tell you anything. That's the deal that I agree with Osamu. And at the same time, though, we have to that one of the border leaders, you know, ends up looking at Hyusei and remembers that one of them says, this guy wants to return home to his master. That's the dog. And that means he's referring to Hyusei, not to mention, like, he will never bite his hand or snitch him out. That's the thing. He would rather die than give out any info, you know, that kind of thing. And you know, the way how it ended off, you know, like, that's where, like, this gets really tough, you know, because let's think about it here. Hyusei is an enemy. Like, he is literally an enemy. But, you know, Tamakoma decides to take him in just to shelter him, and that just makes it worse right now. We all know the border higher-ups do not like the idea of Hyusei being part of Tamakoma's branch, or especially joining Osamu's squad at all, because he's an enemy, you know, as I said, and I'm repeating myself. Please forgive me on that. And it's really irritating for everyone else, you know, because, like, they don't like the idea of having a neighbor inside, like, a neighbor enemy. Like, a literal neighbor enemy joining the squad. And it's already making it worse right now since, like, he attacked them. And, of course, like, we don't know what the results are, but Osamu is doing his best he can to, like, recruit Hyusei. Because the main goal for Osamu's squad, Kuga and Chika, is to get to the neighbor world and look for Chika's brother. That's the main objective, which is why they have to find a way to rise up in the ranks and then, like, get stronger, you know? I don't know how that's going to play out for them, but one thing for sure is that they have a long way to go, especially when Osamu is asking the higher-ups, please let Hyusei join. I'm pretty sure he can help us out, but Hyusei does say this to everyone, that I ain't gonna snitch on my master. I ain't gonna tell you anything, all right? I'd rather have myself kill on the slot than tell you anything. So this is a tough situation, you know. I mean, like, I know I'm talking about it and repeating myself all the time, but we all know Hyusei wants to return home. That's his goal. But at the same time, though, it's gonna be difficult to try to get him to join Osamu's squad because, one, he's a neighbor. It's bad enough that they already have Kuga Yuma join in, but he means no harm. And two, he's an enemy. And three, he's the reason why Border and everyone else and possibly many agents went missing, or why they wasted a lot of Treon energy, you know, that kind of thing. Whatever the case is, like, this is like a flip of a coin, you know, or less than that, because because we all know the border higher up leaders are not gonna, like, they could say no and say, nah, this guy ain't gonna join us, you know, why the heck should we let him after all he did to us? So yeah, right now, if they have Hyusei on Osamu's team, he will be a powerful asset. Like he said, he could be the second ace for Tamakoma, you know, etc. So yeah, we don't really know what the answer is, but one thing for sure is like it's all in the unknown right now. So looking forward to the next episode, and I'm hoping like Osamu will get the result he wants. I mean, like Hyusei wants to return home. Osamu wants to get into the away squad, wants to get into the ship so they can like search into the neighbor world and look for Chika's brother. You know, like I said, two objectives have one goal in mind: go to the neighbor world. That's it. And I don't know how this is going to play out since Hyusei is a neighbor, not to mention he's an enemy and that he won't share any info. He's not the guy who's going to snitch out his master. So, yeah, we're going to see how Osamu will play this out. I mean, depending on how Osamu what the deal is Osamu's going to plan to bring, it'll be like this or that. So, until then, people, I'll see you guys in the next video. I'm Alpha Zero. Have a good day, and I'll see you guys next time, alright? Peace out. Bye-bye. Toot-toot-toot.